So I've been working remotely at Doist for 6 years now, and the first couple of years I kind of did the digital nomad thing, kind of slow travel, lived in Berlin for 3 months, lived in Portugal for 6 months. And that was fun at times, but overall, I was kind of miserable. 3 months is long enough to be lonely, but not long enough to make friends. And I found that I'm most happy working from somewhere where I have a network of friends and family.
I think remote work is great. It definitely has its downsides. It can get kind of lonely sometimes, and it's harder to sort of have like spontaneous idea creation with your coworkers. But most of the time, we're not doing that. We're just kind of like doing focused, solitary work or thinking, and remote work is perfect for that. It really gives you the flexibility and the space to do your best work on the timing that is best for you and the way that you're feeling in the moment. So I'm all for it, or I'm mostly for it, but
Hey Nico, thanks for your question. I would answer in two parts. The first thing is that Doist values trust. We trust all of our people, and so when you need to take some time to spend with family, whether that's at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, we trust that everybody will, make up that time in work. Really, it's you set your own schedule, make it work, because having that great family life will lead to better work life, better energy overall. The second is Doist values are ambition and balance. So balance, means really spending time with the people you care about and whatever other priorities you have so that you can achieve that ambition later. I hope that answers your question. Thanks.
I do feel like social media has kind of been this connective tissue during this global pandemic for people getting to know each other and networking in that regard. So, in that way, as more and more companies move remote, I do feel like it will play a larger role. But in terms of like execution and strategy and selling things, I don't think social media will play like a revolutionary role on that. I feel like that will stay relatively the same depending on how platforms emerge. But in terms of networking, getting to know each other and staying connected, definitely.
So my thoughts on this meeting could have been an email meme. I wish that people took into account the true cost of having a meeting. So you're asking, however many people to take a half hour, an hour out of their days to all be in a meeting together. They're not going to be getting work done. So there's the opportunity cost of the things that they could have been doing. It disrupts your day. So it might be scheduled while you're having your most productive hours and you have to stop whatever you're doing and go to the meeting. So I'm not totally against meetings. We have meetings at Doist occasionally. I have like one or two a week. They can be really productive. I think that there's definitely a place for them, but I think that place is much smaller than is the case at most companies right now.
At Doist, we talk about the future of work and we use terms like asynchronous communication and everything being remote. And while that's worked really well for us and I think could work really well for a lot of similar companies, it's obviously not practical for a lot of professions. But something that I do think is possible and I would love to see in the future is one where companies really value their employees beyond just what they are able to produce and values them as real individual humans who can pursue meaningful lives outside of their work. That would be great. And I think at Doist we do have a lot of policies and practices that reaffirm those values, and I hope that we can be an inspiration to other companies and show them that it is possible to give our employees that respect and also create something and compete in a market and do great things together.